All right, guys, here we are to talk about the trailer for the movie Climax, a horror thriller.
Yeah, Gaspar Noé is somebody. I know that name. And
That name doesn't ring a bell with me.
Sofia Boutella, I think I know too.
Well, let's hit play on this trailer and
Yeah,
find out.
we have no idea what this is. We'll have to see.
That was a like kinky, weird movie, so that's like your favorite thing,
That's
right?
my style, yeah. Or that's like theoretically my style. I know.
Did you not like this one?
No, yeah, I didn't. That is not what I meant to imply by that statement. I meant that like a movie doing this is not always good, but when you show me something like, hey, there might be a movie like this, I go, oh, interesting. Like so, in theory, that is my style.
This was a horror thriller, was it not?
Yep.
Didn't get any of that from this.
Let's double check.
I'm
willing
did
to
I just
double
think
check.
that?
Thriller horror.
Thriller horror.
Thriller horror, my dude.
So at some point, something must change, and this trailer doesn't really display any of that. They are like drugged or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking from the opening of this and people's tapes, like I would do anything for dance. I would blah blah.
Would
like
you kill?
I assume it's like a prestigious school or something, or they're offering them some crazy job, the thing they want, and there's gonna be some like Saw, like okay, kill your neighbor.
Only
like,
one of you can move on to the whatever next round of the thing. Yeah, like there's a beginning part with like a VHS, like an old school TV and like tapes and stuff. It's very feely and pulpy or whatever, and they really bait you in. It starts out one character speaks English, and then basically no one else speaks English for almost the entire trailer. Did it work for you though? Or was
no,
it like
not at
usual?
all.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, none of it worked. So I'm
okay.
wondering if even that beginning part with the tapes, is that even part of the movie itself, or is that a part of the trailer thing? Because when I first started, I thought, because it started off with the logo on that TV, and I'm like, oh, are these movies to the side, A24 movies? Is it a blah, blah, and I'm still not sure. So I don't know. So I really can't use that as a judgment base. But the rest of it, the trailer is just people getting a little weird and drinking and seem to be intoxicated with something. I don't know where the horror thriller.
There was a point where you said. There was a point where you said out loud, "That's cool."
I was talking about there was a moment where they displayed the name of the company and someone got fruit punch and the letter from the name of the company was in the drink. Yeah. So nothing that affects the movie at all because I don't even know if that will be in the movie or if that was part of the trailer.
I don't know.
But I enjoyed that little effect on the words. But I would easily think that could be something that was just in the trailer and not even part of the movie, unless they showed me part of the credits for the movie in the trailer, which I don't know if they would do.
Now, I've said this before. I don't really like dancing as like a concept.
You've had a good amount of dancing movies lately.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know if we're talking about this at a in a place and time, but yeah, a lot of dance is happening. I think for Black Swan, for like the ballet thing, the idea of people betraying and double crossing to get into the prestigious dance academy and someone who was at the high, like falling apart and being low, and that stuff's like a decent backdrop for that, like a lot of other stuff is. But this is weird. It says, so like, I think Gaspar Noé, whatever, I know that name as like, he makes weird films or something like that. I'm not sure. And we don't do any fact checking or like prep work for this. But I associated that name with like, oh, this might be something weird or interesting or whatever. Or maybe just foreign or something like that. Sofia Boutella, whatever, that's the she's been in like a few things. Kingsman, she has the blades on her feet, and she was in Hotel Artemis and a few other things. I like her. I don't know what she's doing in this, or if I like this or not, or whatever. It seems to be a lot of dancing. Like once the trailer pops off and like the tone changes and it's like rapid fire, we're gonna hit you with what's in this movie. A lot of it's like dancing and partying and weird stuff. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on. Like you said, if it's a horror thriller, I want there to be something that kind of like does something with the
Because at this point, it could be literally anything. They seem to be like in a snowy climate. It could be the Yeti bursts in. It could be the instructor of the dance wants them to kill themselves. There could be a murder among them. I have no idea what this movie is, and not in a good way where I'm like, what could this be? It could be anything, and I don't care because it could be anything.
Like the trailer needed to have a turning point where it's like, oh, this is what's happening.
The horror could be, and they all twist their ankles. They can't dance anymore. I have no idea.
Yeah. And I'm really not cool with the idea of everybody just dancing in a way like to a camera, but there's no camera it like diegetically in the thing.
Yeah.
Something about that always bothered me. So I've never seen like Step Up or like Set It Off or whatever those movies are.
Set It Off is not a dance movie.
Step lively in your face.
Step up, you've been served, you got served.
Yeah, service with a smile. all those different movies.
No, yeah. This doesn't do it for me.
I suspect there's something else here, but there's a lot of things working against it, and I can't really thumbs it up. Like, I like interesting things and cool visuals and weird tones and stuff, but there's not enough of that even here for me to go like, wow, this must be great. So I think it's skating on that guy's name that I've heard of, but I'm not really sure what he's famous for, so I can't even use that as like, well, I trust him to make a twisted take on this. So I have to thumbs it down.
And solely judging the trailer, too. Thumbs down. Yep. All right, guys, that's our thoughts. And that's not another comments about what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.